When it comes to your acting career, is there anything that you do every day, no matter what? Whether it's look in the mirror and say, I can do this, whether it's have a cup of coffee, what is it that every day you do, no matter what, that helps toward the acting career, not just getting up and being a human, but...
That helps toward the acting career? Well, I think keeping sharp in your mind. I do a lot of exercises, like for instance, before I did this interview, or before I do an audition, I will go to a magazine or a book and I'll read out loud for like 2 pages, and enunciate every word and push it out. Because a lot of the times I was getting stuck in here. When I do an audition or I'm working, or I'll get stuck in here. And I read daily just to sort of help pronunciate. And I tell other actors it's a great way before auditions to really get that enunciation. It's just to read out loud for 2 or 3 pages, and you'll feel your mouth getting warmed up, and then you're ready to go. And then you don't have to worry about that, because I would worry about getting stuck, because the fear would get in there or something like that. Or, auditions are frightening. They are terrifying as an actor. I mean, and they're enjoyable too sometimes when they go well. But they're terrifying, even still, before an audition, I'll get sweaty hands and I'll have to talk myself down, and it's a process, It's not a natural process to go in and to subject yourself to 6 or 7 people in the room, the director, the casting director, the producers, who are all staring at you and you have to perform, and you hope it goes well. But it can be very terrifying. So anything that you can do to alleviate that stress, does help. So I'll read and then just get out, take my dog for a walk, and hang out with all my friends who I have a great friend base here, which I think is important when you live in LA, to have good friends. Because again, there are a lot of people here that will just want to take and take and take, and maybe not appreciate you for who you are. So it's important to have good people around you.
You think being nervous is a good thing? Because I know for me, people always say, "Oh, calm down." But I almost think that shows that you care.
Sure.
That's
no,
good.
I think absolutely. I think if you're not nervous, something's wrong with you. I think you need to go back to the table and assess what's going on with you. If you're not nervous about this audition, then what's going on with you? You should be nervous. I think it does. It absolutely means that you care. You want to put on your best, and you want to do your best. But it's very nerve-wracking, and I get nervous before auditions. Still, I've been doing this for 22 years. Before an event, before I have to get up and talk to a big crowd. Sure, there's not. Again, I don't think we should be complacent or too relaxed, which is interesting because in our work we have to appear relaxed, but inside just oh my God, I'm gonna freak out,
Right.
'Cause you have a huge director looking at you, or they've brought in their main actor to read with you. You got to put that out of your brain. I remember doing an audition with Brad Pitt for The Mexican. I got close on an audition, and my manager at the time says, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be reading with Brad Pitt," so nonchalantly. I'm like, what? Okay, sure. But you have to go in and you have to put that aside. And I got to audition with Brad Pitt and do a scene, and how cool is that? How fun is that? So you never know. There's a lot of fun in auditions, and you get surprises like that sometimes where certain actors, they'll bring them in to read with you. And I didn't end up getting the part, but just being able to go in and read with somebody that you admire, you've won already.
For me, I get nervous and I get clumsy. Were there ever times when you got so nervous, but you had to maybe go for a walk around the block or do something?
Yeah, usually I'll have to, there's an exercise where you just tense up all of your body just before an audition. I'll be in the waiting room. And it's so funny to to watch other actors do their thing in the room. I'm not one that's very da-da-da-da-da, you got the actors in the room, they're saying their stuff out loud. And I'm like, don't do that. Go outside. Can't stand that. Don't be an actor. just don't, you know what I mean? Like, preserve it, go somewhere else, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll do something where I'll tense up your entire body and then you let it go, and then that'll like sort of relax the body, or you know, whatever you got to do to sort of relieve that stress. And then a lot of the times that nervous energy helps, because you'll get into the room and then that'll just propel you through the scene, and you're like, yeah, I did it. You know, and they're like, oh, that was amazing. And then you can kind of like, okay, you can fall into it a little bit more and trust yourself, which is hard to do.
Do you ever get so nervous that you can't sleep before something?
I'm not a very good sleeper. And that over time here in LA I went from being a really good sleeper to, no, I just don't sleep very well in this town. I don't know that a lot of people do here. I don't know. It's possible, but I think it's a collective sort of energy that this town has, right? It's everybody's trying to like, you know? So I don't have a lot of good friends that I know of that sleep very well, you know. But yeah, I get nervous, especially before an audition the night before, or like a set. If I've got to go to set the next day and work with, you know, a major actor, and I'm terrified of getting steamrolled, you know, it could be very terrifying, absolutely. And then you get on set and it's fine, and you know the other actors are there, but there's always that concern of getting the part. Like, am I going to be good enough? And you have to tell yourself, I have to remind myself, you got the part. You know, something you did worked, because we'll get it, be like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, or, you know, I've been in that situation, you know, the day of, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you get there and you meet the other actors and it just falls into place. So, yeah.
But from someone else who has a lot of trouble sleeping, that 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, like the terror that goes through your mind.
Yeah.
Are anything you do to kind of alleviate that? Because that can be really scary.
Yeah,
to think about all this
man, just write it out. Write it out until you're able to fall back asleep. But I'm the same way. I wake up at all weird times, and yeah, sleep and me are not friends. But you know, I'm not really a nap taker either. I just can't fall asleep that easily.
Right.
I got so much going on here. But yeah.
Do you read, or do you, like for me, I'll watch videos on computer coding, and it usually puts me to sleep.
I guess that would put anybody to sleep.
Yeah, like learning HTML, like these YouTube videos, and it does help. But like, are there different things that help you?
Wow. No, I guess I should start watching these YouTube videos on different codings. And
JavaScript, yeah, it's fascinating.
Put me to sleep right away.
So you'll just go through it.
I'll just write it out. Yeah. Write it out, and you know, hopefully it works out. You know, and then once you get on set, the adrenaline takes over, and then later on, you feel it. You know, you'll be working on something and you do a fight scene. I won't feel anything, and then later that night, you'll go home and you'll be like, oh my God, what have I done to myself? Because in a scene, I don't care. I'll do it. I'll take a hit. I'll do whatever it takes. You know, your adrenaline's going. You don't feel it necessarily until you're taking a shower and you're like, this bruise. Oh, this bruise. Oh, yes. That was from today. So.